Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of my horror Laserdisc collection. The next one I've got for you, when I can get it to not stick to the one, is the first Evil Dead. Now this is the standard US edition. I don't think it's a special edition or anything. No real special features or anything on it, but it is really quite a hard Laserdisc to find. There's the next few are really quite hard to get. This is one of my all-time favourite films. It's not a zombie film, let me just point this out. It's a film about possession. Ash, who we all know is Bruce Campbell, he goes on a trip to a long forgotten cabin with all his chums. Unwittingly they play some excerpts from the Necronomicon, Book of the Dead, and all of a sudden all his little chums get possessed by demons and devils, and he goes about killing them and destroying them in interesting ways. Just spotted something actually. There is a special feature on this one. It's the original theatrical trailer, so there is a special feature. Really good films. I've got this on VHS and DVD as well, but if you've not seen Evil Dead, check it out because it is bloody brilliant. The next one I've got is Evil Dead 2, which was basically a remake of the first. But what's interesting about this one, and I'm not sure if you'll have seen this before, and it's something that you don't get on DVDs, is Blood Red Laserdisc. Now these were a limited run, although I'm sure everybody who's got Laserdiscs on YouTube has probably got one to show you, so it might not be the first time you've seen it, but if it is, there you go, Blood Red Laserdisc. Special features: there is a theatrical trailer and a behind the scenes, all footage and making of on here. Really good film. Love the little fucking hand that runs around on it and does all this stuff. But yeah, really good. Very hard to find. The next one, also quite hard to find, it was for me anyway in the UK, was The Army of Darkness. That's Evil Dead 3. Now this one was the least successful of all the Evil Deads, but sometimes, it depends what mode it is, because it pokes fun at it itself. I really like this one. It's transported back Bruce to medieval times, like medieval England, and he has to find the Necronomicon, Book of the Dead, and he goes on a crazy mission to recover it. Lots of skeletal dudes, and there is actually, in this one, there are zombies. So this is a zombie film, although I don't really mention it. The skeleton guys are definitely dead, and some supernatural force has risen them from their slumber. So yes, this one has zombies in. Okay, the next one I've got is, I've only ever seen one other copy of this, and I'm guessing that it is really rare. I got this actually with my Laserdisc player. Haven't seen it yet, but it's based on a true story of a woman who got possessed by, say it's the same sort of thing as The Exorcist, but it was an adult girl instead of a young girl, and this is the Entity on a UK PAL label. As I say, I've not seen this one, so I can't really tell you too much about it, but it does look very interesting, and I will get round to it at some point. I've just got that many films to watch, I've not had the chance yet. The next one I've got is the UK PAL edition of Halloween H2O 20 years later. Now, when I first saw this, I was surprised how good it was, because I thought they've come together to just try and get this last bit of money out of it, and but it is actually a very good film, quite suspenseful, and not a bad movie. The next one, same again, is one of the last ones in the series, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, Freddy Krueger. This is a UK PAL one. It only has a theatrical trailer on this, but there's some really nice artwork on it. Don't know if you can see that from there. Let's have a look. And a really good one. The next one I've got is Mimic. Now this one's about overgrown cockroaches that are mimicking human form to go and kill and feed on humans. I've actually recently bought Mimic 2 as well, but on DVD, and I've just not got around to watching that yet. But this one is actually really bloody good, and it is in my top 10 90s horror films. So check that out. That is a really good film and one to watch. The next one I've got for you is Jacob's Ladder. Now, if you haven't seen this film, I highly advise you to go out and check this one out, because this one is really good. I first saw this on British TV some time ago now, and only recently have I tracked it down on anything else than the tape that I taped off the television. It's about a Vietnam veteran, this guy, and he's called Jacob Singer. Now, it's all about his journey through Vietnam to him getting wounded, and then it jumps from him getting wounded to present day New York. I think it's an 80s film, so it'd be like 80s New York. 90s, there we go, started early 90s, 1990. So it jumps to like 1990 New York, or what I believe to be New York. He starts to see all demons, and strange things start happening to him. It's kinda, imagine 12 Monkeys, Platoon, and Silent Hill, all crammed into one movie and mixed up. This is that film. Really good film. Now, once again, I think I'm running out of time, even though I've only got a few more to show. I'm just going to try and cram them in really quickly, I think. So, the next one I've got is the special edition of The Dawn of the Dead, the director's cut. Now, this one's a little bit different, because I don't know if you can see, but on the front cover, it's hand-signed by Tom Savini. So that one's worth a fair bit. Brilliant transfer, brilliant film. You all know what I think about this one. Check it out. The only special feature is there's a theatrical trailer on it, but I've got that anyway. The next one I've got for you is Betelgeuse. I know it's not entirely horror, but there are some elements of horror in it. So I've put it in my horror pile instead of me comedy or anything like that. But there's some bits in that when I was young and I watched it that did not traumatise me, but made me jump, like bits when they pull the faces off and stuff like that. But yeah, that's another really good one. I'm sure most of you have seen this one, so check that one out if you haven't. But that's all I've got time for definitely today, guys. So if you haven't seen any of my other Laserdisc collection, please do so, and please continue to subscribe. Thank you, bye.